Get Out is a social thriller directed by Jordan Peele and starring David Kaluuya, Allison Williams, Bradley Whitford and Keener. I went into this movie with a lot of doubts because this has been hyped up beyond belief. I tried to avoid the trailers as much as possible, especially because they do spoil quite a lot of the movie, and everyone was just talking about this movie. It was impossible to avoid it when it first came out in the US. So I had to wait, and now the movie is available on digital, and I watched it. I was afraid. I was like, please be good, please be good. It's not a good movie. It's a great movie. This time around I'm going to keep the plot pretty much non-existent. It's about a black guy who has a white girlfriend and she invites him over to her family to meet the parents. And weird things happen. Great thrillers, great horror movies are those that not only are able to chill you, to scare you, to thrill you, but also are those movies that have a relevance in society during that period of time. Take for example The Thing. If you watch it now, it's a very cool monster movie with amazing practical effects, but at the time it was a metaphor for the AIDS epidemic that was happening. You didn't know who had AIDS, and everyone was scared of it, everyone was afraid. It could be your best friend, it could be your neighbor, you didn't know. And Get Out is a movie that is very relevant in today's society, mostly in the US. Because here in Europe, there are racial issues, but of a different kind compared to the ones in the US, with all the immigration that is happening. And it might sound weird, but I did relate to the character of David Kaluuya, because I think it happened to everyone. Even though you're not a person of color or of different ethnicity, religion, it has always happened to go, for example, to a friend's house or to someone else's place, and you just don't feel at ease, but everyone else is trying to make you feel as comfortable as possible, but they only come out as creepy and not very well-mannered, even though they're trying. It's weird, but the same thing happens in this movie. There is a big meeting of many family members and friends, and everyone is just like constantly bringing out the fact that he's a black person, going, oh, how do you like black life? Oh, being black is fashion right now, and things like that. They do not say that in a harmful way or in an aggressive way or in an even racist way, but at the same time it is kind of racist and it is a very awkward situation. And I felt that multiple times in my life, going for example to a friend's house where the parents are always like trying to be cool and hip with the kids and making very weird statements. Very weird statements. And there is actually a sentence in this movie that is spoken by the father of the girlfriend that is exactly like one of the sentences that the dad of this friend said to me. It's weird. It was very weird. And the acting is incredible. Even though the only real issue that they have with the acting is with the extras during the family scenes, because some of them are quite over the top. But other than that, the acting is great. Allison Williams gives a very good performance, and her character has more layers than I initially thought she had. The father and mother are fantastic, especially Keener. She's chilling. She's on screen talking and looking at David Kaluuya, and you're just like, ooh, that's uncomfortable. And my man, David Kaluuya, was also in Sicario, which is the first movie that I ever reviewed on this channel, by the way. You should check it out. It's amazing. It truly is amazing. It's one of those situations where a character, through the way that he acts, he gives enough information about himself without having to be stereotypical or archetypes of something. It's just, he's a normal human being. He's not too weird, he's not too boring or bland. He's a very interesting character, and this movie has a great arc. It starts off subtle, it becomes more creepy and disturbing with a touch of humor that is also given by a friend of David who is constantly calling him. And also, then the third act is it has violence, not gonna lie. It has a good amount of violent scenes, but they're not explicit and gratuitous. and they fit perfectly. It is an escalation in this movie of thrills, and it explodes in the final burst of violence. It is very cathartic in a way. And this movie is just a ton of fun. I was thoroughly entertained from the opening scene, which is done in one long take, which I love movies that do this nowadays. And then it gets more and more interesting, more and more compelling. The only issue is that there is an expository scene that it was necessary, honestly, but it felt a little bit forced. But other than that, I think this is one of the best movies that has come out this year, and one of the better thriller horror movies that has come out in quite some time, in the sense of purely social horror movies, not just something like The Conjuring, which is scary to be scary, which I do love The Conjuring movies, but they do not matter all that much in today's life. They're more a piece of entertainment. This one goes beyond just being pure entertainment. It becomes something deeper, something more important and relevant to our society nowadays. But still, guys, have you seen Get Out? Did you like it or did you dislike it? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks as always for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.